She's 23. She's everyone's girl next door. She's a TV superstar. And tonight, she dies.
Sy is nog so jonk.
Dalk is dit die probleem.
Hulle kom met moord weg en ons trek aan die kortste end.
This is the story of 7de Laan. It's the 70s. Danie Odendaal sits in a coffee shop in Melbourne. He watches people go about their day and has a dream. An on-screen child, one destined for greatness. A bestie in the making. But every child needs a home. And for the newfound SABC, it's a premature no. Years go by while he directs and produces.
Dis me.
Dankie julle twee.
Ek lag maar jou papie.
And then, in 1999, the call comes. The SABC is opening up their home to an Afrikaans Soapie. Danie is at the helm of the idea, alongside Annie Basson, the parents, with Linda Skeepers, a writer for a goalie, as the story godmother. And as the Y2K panic loses its mojo, the cameras start to roll. Danie's vision from the 70s is coming to life, but he needed a name for his child. Koffiekan? Nope. Humirda?
So are the days of our lives.
No, that doesn't work either. Danie's daughter will be one of a kind. Then the year 2000 arrives. The newborn's due date is announced with a few teasers here and there. On a Tuesday evening at 6:30, on the 4th of April, she announces her own arrival.
They call me sassy when I'm strolling down the street.
Her family and friends ooh and ah over the new edition. They all live in Hillside. Some are familiar faces, while newer ones are seen running around the local hangout, Soapie Coffee. She plays a bit of peekaboo in the beginning, and before South Africa can wrap a Hilda Sarpie around their necks, we have a new friend, a bestie that visits Monday to Friday with unconditional love. Her life spirals around drama, zigzagging from hillside heights to Joburg streets. Her personality has all the must-have tropes. Good, bad, evil, and everything in between. A sunrise surprise special of unexpected plot twists. Always up for a party. The more extravagant, the better. Her early years were filled with more grin than grim.
Hoor net hier, dit klink nie te sleg nie. Verdien tot R30,000 'n maand. Stylvolle kuierplek in noordelike voorstede, benodig dienste van verfynde dames vir die kieskeurige sakeman. Ek wonder wat moet mense alles doen?
Bly liewer weg. As dit te goed klink om waar te wees,
Dan is dit gewoonlik. Is daar nie iets anders nie?
And shoulder rubbing with celebrities made her even more popular.
Dis Armand Du Plessis, meneer Suid-Afrika.
Wow, het lyk my die hele land se celebs is.
Dink jy hy sal ja sê vir 'n selfie saam met my?
Hey,
Daai enetjie is 'n natural socialite.
But it took a few years before she discovers she has a superpower. Resurrection. Dead, deader than dead, or more dead. It holds no place in Hillside. They always find a way to return. From Hannepootjies and Soapie Coffee and Tron and Blanche family rivalry, Laan is growing up into a mature, fully rounded woman. Despite the love triangles, scandals, and secrets. Her heart beats faster than monitors in the clinic, tells more stories than the Hillside Times or the Boekwinkel, parties harder than the club, goes over and above the coffee chats in Soapie Coffee and Belief, and gathered more miles than Hillside travel. Danie's daughter made her mark on South Africa with a certain je ne sais quoi. Researchers say that you are what you watch, that viewing habits can influence your thinking, political preferences, and even cognitive ability. But you also watch what you are, who you are.
When they watch it a great deal, that becomes their reality.
And 7de Laan did just that. She embodied South Africa in more ways than one, hitting language barriers out of the way with an uppercut.
I said, man, plain SABC grid. I watch 7de Laan, 7de. I watch 7de Laan.
She wormed her way into our hearts and into our vernacular, episode after episode, earning her right as the quintessential girl next door.
Nee manne,
Kyk, die regtig mooi ding is dat 7de Laan het so transcenderende gehalte. Dit het deel van ons diskurs geword en ons was in hele huise gewees vir generasies. Kinders is gebore.
I think I was born a month after 7de Laan started. The old tune, daai dingetjie wat so en dan weet jy is wastyd en as ingaan tyd jy moet nou van kom almal gaan nou sit voor die TV. And I always used to say ek gaan agter in die TV klim en dan gaan ek ook die hele gaan net weer uitkom, daai box TV's.
Dit wat jy hart vir jou sê.
It's great om deel te wees van 'n show wat van my familie 'n instelling was.
En dit is 'n besonderse voorreg vir die hele lot van ons om by julle te kom kuier.
En ons is deel van een groot familie. Ja.
Exactly.
En ons is nog chommer.
Ja.
Professionally, her career started gathering more stockholders and a higher return than Steinhoff could have ever promised or delivered. Soon she became a collective investment. Everywhere she went, she was an experience, shared.
Our 7de Laan viewers are incredibly committed.
Dedicated.
We have never seen so many dedicated fans because they have gone on this journey for 23 years and they have become, the characters have become part of the family because we're in their lounges every single day.
I mean, I was in Camden, a while ago, and I suddenly out of the blues, Auntie Charmaine, and there were these two huge, Afrikaans guys coming running down. They'd been in London for 3 or 4 years, and that's all they remembered was 7de Laan.
But Aggie, I call you Aggie. Mimi, let's reflect on how often people do call you Aggie.
All the time. So it's understandable.
She got fans, admiration, and interaction that would humble Hollywood to its roots.
They make their fans part of the team, They make you feel as if you're contributing greatly towards the show, not just by being a viewer. Like the road shows that they've got, the internships that they had, I think those are things that made people feel even more close and part of the Soapie.
What once shocked the more conservative viewers revealed itself as something beautiful, celebrated, and accepted. And for those who still disagreed, she could make them at least understand.
Home is waar jy altyd accepted is. Unconditionally. Met jou cracks, met jou foute, and insecurities. It's a place where you go to be yourself.
And it went beyond face value.
I'm a black person and of Xhosa descent, but thanks to 7de Laan, I'm more than that. Afrikaans is not a language that belongs to one single race. It is a language that belongs to everyone, a language that holds so much history. It embraces so many cultures in other languages.
But the more people love you, the more they hate you.
So, I was wondering if Afrikaans people in Joburg still watch 7de Laan, because 7de Laan is now the cocker show on SABC by far. Okay, on the whole DSTV. It's even worse than that music channel that Kyknet has now. Have you guys seen that? With all those Afrikaans artists like Gerard.
In the back of 7de Laan's mind, she had dreams. To become 24, 25, perhaps even 30. She already outlived all her peers. But there was that blow to the head, that stab to the heart. The prognosis, not good. As she lays lifelessly in a coma, she recalls when, under the weight of all the good, her trophy cupboard started to crack. Hairline fractures at first. Oopsies. Tiny cuts. She stole from friends.
Hey, have you started thinking of names yet?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking if it's a girl, how about Sandrine? It's French.
Wat van 'n Franse naam? Sandrine.
How about you each get 5 vetoes?
Die een mag dan 3 name op die ander een se lysie vite.
Ek het dit. Rainbow.
Wat van net rain?
If it's a girl, rain.
Ek joke. Ek nie.
And her ability to create violence came too easy. But those were cuts, a momentary lapse of reason that can be blamed on teenage rage. In her 20s, she would be stabbed, and it would happen in her own home. The first culprit, SABC, cutting her mother tongue by as much as 80%, and her friends and family lost money. But that was just the start. Like the time they aired the wrong episode, or moved it to an earlier time slot that was not exactly prime time for viewers. The omnibus got dumped and returned a few months later. One time they showed upcoming episodes instead of repeats on a Sunday. There were claims that actors and staff were not paid.
Is jy doof of wat? Dis ons pelle, meisies, familie.
The investment that we put into that soap, for you to realize the return on investment, you need at least around 2 million viewers.
And then it got cut to 3 episodes a week.
You know, and audiences reacted.
Yes.
And we then responded to that and we
brought it back for 5.
Meneer vasbyt.
Like all abuse, there's always an excuse for the manipulation. This time, it was spinned on the long-term plan of banking on quality local content.
Our programs are still the best watched programs in South Africa, both on TV and on radio.
Why? Why are you ending 7de Laan?
South Africans haven't been coming to watch.
Actually, you're still getting viewership. I'm trying to find the rationale.
But her demise was one made by 1,000 cuts. We were just waiting to take our turn. The second culprit.
The SABC is out 44 billion rand in license fees money.
Only 18% are holding up their end of the bargain. Could the measly fee of 22 rand a month have been a saving grace? Or did we strangle her, slowly, one unpaid effort at a time? Doesn't matter. It's too late now.
We heard 2 hours before the public.
Yes. Why tell the crew 2 hours before?
Yeah.
Why?
23 years of Ingrid's life. Couldn't we have gone in earlier and said, guys, we have a problem. Things are not looking good. This is going to happen. And, you know, I say that because this is a fate that could befall any one of us at any given time.
I couldn't believe it. Vanessa almost feels like a big sister to you. I've seen this lady all my life, so why is she not here?
It is a massive shock. It's like breaking up with your family member and you're never going to see them again.
I know it.
They're not taking back their word and not doing anything to save the Soapie.
Looking back at past episodes and the faces, and I think it's hitting me now.
Yeah.
Why isn't she going to be here after the 26th of December, you know?
After 23 years of storytelling, the 7de Laan community of actors and its entire crew will be saying goodbye to the Mzansi audiences.
The final pinch of pain? There might not even be a swan song. Less than 2 months after kicking 7de Laan to the curb, the SABC said, sorry, we got no money. Production halted. No pay, no work. Her story unfinished. 3 days later, there's a pulse. The show goes on. A portion of the payments are settled. Actors and fans will have their ending. Bitter sweet. But death, imminent, struck down in the prime of her life.
Hallo. Ek soek 'n ambulans. Dis 'n noodgeval.
Her obituary reads, 7de Laan passed away on 26 December 2023. She was a friend for all, a sister to many. In her they found comfort, an escape. She lived a full life, always A for a way. and despite difficulties, persevered and never backed down. 7de Laan is survived by her colleagues and by South Africa. In lieu of flowers, let her memory live on. And remember her for what she did, for how she brought people together. She brought us together. Not by impressing, but by showing what we can truly be. A community, despite our difference.
Ek dink die kykers moet 7de Laan onthou as 'n sepie waarna hulle gekyk het en hulle mee kon identifiseer oor die warmte wat daar uitgestraal het.
Doodles, totsiens, goodbye. The curtain has fallen. Remnants of her past are inconsistently scattered online. It's the end of an era. And the final plot twist? Her death. Culpable homicide. But who's the real villain? Us? Them? Or did we all pull the plug together?